Okay, guys, so I'm here to preview some more NFL. And today's topic is why the New York Giants are going to win the NFC East. The New York Giants last year went 9-7. They didn't make the playoffs, even though they beat the Eagles and were in the running in the last week of the season, but they didn't make it. The New York Giants last year were ranked 14th overall in total offense, 14th in rushing, averaging 116.4 yards per game, and 12th in passing, averaging 239.1 yards per game. This year, I expect the Giants to do more, to have more of a passing game. Just basically because their starting running back, David Wilson, works better in open space. He's not a guy who can run between the tackles on every single down. So, I expect Eli Manning to throw the ball more. With that being said, Eli Manning last year had a completion percentage of 59.9. He threw for 3,948 yards, had 26 touchdowns to 15 interceptions. I expect him this year to throw the ball more, like I said, but he's gonna spread the ball around more amongst his wide receivers. Because I think this year teams are gonna focus on Victor Cruz more than they were on Hakeem Nicks or on any other wide receiver. Basically because defenses by now will know that Victor Cruz is a go-to wide receiver in pressure situations, and I think teams are gonna double team him. Victor Cruz last year had 86 tackles for 1,092 yards and 10 touchdowns. I expect him to have about 70 to 75 catches, just basically because, like I said, I expect teams to double team him more for about 900 to 1,000 yards. Now, I don't think Eli can crush Hakeem Nicks that much. I think Brandon Myers is gonna be his second go-to wide receiver just because Hakeem Nicks can't stay healthy for a full year. He's always gonna end up with an injury. Last year, Hakeem Nicks in 13 games had 53 catches for 692 yards and 3 touchdowns. I expect him to miss about 4 or 5 games and have this around the same stats as last year, because while he can be number one wide receiver. He just can't stay healthy. He's always injured. So I think he's gonna be the good option for Eli this year. Now going to Brendan Myers. Brendan Myers was with the Oakland Raiders last year and had 79 catches for 806 yards and 4 touchdowns. I expect him to have a little bit less production, but be the safety blanket for Eli Manning when Victor Cruz is double team. I would say he would have about 60 to 65 catches for about 700 yards. Now getting to the running game. Like I said, I don't think the Giants will have that much of a running game just because I think they're gonna use David Wilson in open space. David Wilson last year in 15 and 16 games had 71 catches, 71 carries for 358 yards and 4 touchdowns. He had 4 catches for 34 yards and 1 touchdown. Like I said, I think they will use him in open space and give him a ball in open space and he'll do his magic there. I expect him to have in terms of rushing yards about 800 rushing yards. I was saying about 180 carries around there. Now getting to the defense. The New York Giants were ranked 31st overall in defense. They allowed 129.1 yards per game, which was 24th. That's rushing. And passing they allowed 254.2 yards per game, which was 28th. I expect them to be around the same level. This simply because I don't think Justin Cook can ever be the same player he used to. Justin Cook last year had 45 tackles with 4 sacks. I think he'll have about 55 to 60 tackles for about 6 sacks. The same goes for JPP. I think he'll have the same season as last year, mainly because he's dealing with injuries. Last year he had 66 tackles for about 6.5 sacks. Now, getting to the linebacking core and the secondary, I I think that's the two weakest parts of a New York Giants defense. I think that they're gonna have a bang but don't break attitude. Because if you look at their linebacking core, Keith Rivers only had 44 tackles and 1 fumble recovery. He didn't have any impact whatsoever. And Gang Connors, who the New York Giants got from the Cowboys, had 57 tackles last year. So they're gonna have a bang but don't break attitude. I don't expect the linebacking core to apply any pressure on the quarterback. I only expect the defensive line to. In terms of the secondary, in the corner spots, they have Corey Webster. He had 58 tackles and 4 interceptions, but each number one wide receiver beat him almost every time. So I think they'll have problems covering wide receivers in the secondary. Ultimately, I have the Giants going 11-5 and winning the NFC East. That's it for today, guys. Peace.